What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all having yourselves an amazing day. You guys can see we have ourselves a gorgeous fall time day / evening. It's about 1 o'clock right now, so I guess it's afternoon is what I should say. But today we are going to be chucking around the DC, and here, let me get it for you. The good old white spinnerbait, one of the best fall time baits, hands down. And I got something for you guys. Yesterday was Halloween when I'm filming this, and I caught my personal best. I've broken my personal best 2 times so far this fall. I caught a 5.4 pounder, almost 5.5 on the white spinnerbait. So I said, you know what? This bait is so freaking good. We're gonna go ahead and chuck around this spinnerbait, see if we can break it again. I highly, highly doubt it. It is not gonna happen today, but we can always hope that we do. Anyway, it catches fish just flat out. It's honestly not the best conditions, you guys can see. It is pretty calm today, which I do appreciate, but normally spinnerbaits excel kind of with wind, where they can do a little bit of flash and some sun, and you guys can see we have neither, but we're gonna test our luck anyway today. We're gonna go ahead, I'm already at the first spot, so we're just gonna go ahead and start casting. Let's freaking go. Nothing beats some fall time fishing. Gonna go ahead, plug on in the trusty Garmin, pop down the trolling motor, and we're gonna get to fishing. I went ahead and brought with us today a spinning reel, and then one of my spinnerbait and a jerkbait, kind of the fall staples for me. I don't know if we'll use a spinnerbait as much today, as if you guys can see, there's really no wind at all. It's a pretty freaking gorgeous day. Overall, we got lucky with that, but we're going to go around these banks, see if we can find some of these shallow bass or pike, but we're also going to have the Garmin turned on and see if we can find any pike or bass, that maybe might be suspending, kind of already down towards, lower in the water column, middle of the water column, as they get ready for this fall transition into winter. The water temps right now are 49 degrees, so we're not even in the 50s anymore. Sad times, but can be very good fishing. As I said earlier, I caught my PB like a 5.4, technically it was a 5.4, almost 5.5 pounder yesterday. So the bite is freaking hot. Hope we can continue this and maybe get 1 or 2 more of those today. But it's so odd, like I've never caught a 5 pounder in this lake, and so far in September and October I got 1 each. Not sure what's up with that, but I will be gladly taking that. Oh, no way. I saw him come up and grab that too. Son of a gun. Just lost that $25 jerk bait. No. I saw him flash. Sure enough, it was just a little too late. Oh man, I don't even have that good of stuff in here anyway. There we go. Fish on. Maybe. No. My drag is so freaking loose. Man. It's our first bite in an hour. Yeah, over an hour. Wow. That is absolute sickening. There we go. They didn't miss it that time. What is that? Oh, go figures. Go figures. We'll go ahead and net them anyway, so I can show off our only catch. Ooh, he's bleeding a little bit. Well, there you go. Definitely a little bruised and beat up, but still a great fish. Go ahead and release this guy pretty gently. You good? There he goes. Just a slow little release. That's probably the calmest pike I've ever caught. That wasn't, you know, one of those big ones, but finally, like I said, I had a bite and it popped off, and then I was like, dang it. Sure enough, made a cast right up next to it, and there we got him. A little bloodied up, but that should pop off or clean off. Gotta wash my hands off a little better. Pike slime all over. But there we go. An hour-ish later, we are finally getting on the board. Gonna go ahead and check the knot. I'm not trying to lose 2 baits in one day, especially because surprisingly I only have 1 white spinnerbait. I got like a white and chartreuse and a white and almost blue one, but this is my only all white one, and I'm trying to keep it to the end of the season. Definitely before springtime I'll go and get one more, just because spinnerbaits in the spring are obviously going to be a great choice along with jerk baits. But if I can save, you know, the extra $5 or $7 now, I'd really like to do that. Probably put it towards a new rod and reel here over winter, kind of once there's something. Little guy. Is this a smallie? Ah, it was a smallie. There we go. Okay, now we're getting a little bit of action. Went ahead and moved all the way over to the other side of the lake, and we are finally getting some consistent action, meaning we're getting like at least a couple bites, a couple fish here and there. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, basically I'm just probably gonna get a new rod and reel over winter. I'm either looking at getting, you know, a Shimano Calcutta, kind of to use more as, and getting like a big swim bait rod, obviously for glide baits, bigger baits like that, because this past summer I really got into glide bait fishing, and I do have like a 7.4 heavy fast action right now, but I'm just kind of looking for something a little bit upgraded, or maybe like a Shimano Antares, something like that. They're both super expensive, so kind of want to put some thought into it and make sure I'm getting one that I actually really like. So if any of you guys have either of those, let me know how you guys like it. There we go. There's something. Big bite. Big eat. What do we got? Oh yeah. Come on, stay on. Big bite, big eat, medium fish. Super easy to pop him off. Look at that. Just a gorgeous colors. All these fish are being overly cooperative today. We are catching some really cooperative fish. Normally they're thrashing all over when I'm trying to grab them and all that, but honestly, they're like, just get me off. But there we go. Fish number 2. Man, is it freaking cold. Can't really tell how well it'll show up, but hands are starting to look a little pink. But that's all right. We're gonna thug it out and finish up on this last spot here. basically the plan is to get past these swans and kind of just fish right along that bank, and fish along this bank, kind of just how we have been doing it. Throw up with the spinner bait, see if we can find a couple more fish right on these weed lines and up shallow, and then we will call it a day, because it is 4:10 right now. So my guess is by the time we get around that little point up there, is it'll be about another hour and 15-ish. So it'll be getting close to dark, and honestly my hands are going to be thankful, because I always say that I'm going to bring gloves, then I'm like, you know what, you don't need them, and I always end up wishing that I had them. Yeah. Yup. A bass. Here we go. Wasn't really expecting to get you, but there we go. Beautiful fall time bass. Look at bass with some colorful trees. Sorry, bud. There we go. I would much rather be catching some bass than pike, but at that point, I will take whatever, even though that was a bass. It felt like it hit a little bit harder than it was. That's the thing with spinner baits and chatterbaits, is every fish I feel like that hits it and always hits it so aggressively, and then you never know until you get it close to the boat if it's going to be a 2-pounder plus, or if it's going to be, you know, a 14-incher like that one. Dude. There we go. Gotcha. Little pike. I saw him come up and eat that. Ooh. Oh. Look at that. Look at those spots on his head. Send you on back. And that is going to be all for today's video. As you guys can see, the boat is in the garage for now. We are going to keep it around for probably another 2 or 3 weeks, so I do have a little bit longer of actually, you know, getting to use the boat. It's just not conveniently on the hoist. But I think next time you guys see me, I plan on taking this to a local lake. You know, obviously not the one I live on, but something around my area, probably next Saturday. With work, really, that's kind of the only day, Saturday or Sunday. But I plan on taking that out there, and we're gonna try and get on some fish there. Maybe I'll bring a buddy, but who knows? Anyway, today we managed to get on some fish. Again, nothing kind of crazy. It was kind of just like 20-inch pike and some, you know, less than a pound bass. But nonetheless, it was a great day to get out there, enjoy the weather, and catch some fish. But we're gonna go ahead, get this bad boy cleaned up and prepped for next weekend, and I will catch you guys all next time.